Imagine this. You're booking flights, planning your next getaway, and all you need is your passport. But not all passports are created equal. Some open more doors than others. And in 2025, Singapore's passport is the golden key, ranked as the fifth most powerful passport in the world. How did this tiny city-state pull off such a global flex? Let's find out. First up, geography. Singapore sits at the crossroads of the world, right in the heart of Asia. It's a strategic spot, close to global trade routes, a stone's throw from both China and India, and just a quick hop to Australia. But geography is just the start. Singapore turned its location into leverage. Over the years, it's built itself into Asia's financial powerhouse. Think Wall Street, but with chili crab and breathtaking gardens. Businesses trust Singapore for its stability, clear regulations, and efficiency. This reputation carries over to its citizens. People see a Singaporean passport and know you're coming from a place that means business. Here's the secret sauce: international relations. Singapore plays nice with everyone. West, east, north, south, no drama, just diplomacy. By staying neutral and building strong ties with both Western powers and Asian giants, Singapore earns visa-free access to almost everywhere. It's like being invited to every party, just because you get along with everyone. But there's more. Singapore's strict domestic policies are legendary. Low crime rates, strong governance, and rule of law. This is a country where chewing gum is basically contraband. So when Singaporeans travel, border officials around the world know they're dealing with law-abiding, trustworthy visitors. That global trust, it's priceless. All of this adds up. In 2025, holding a Singapore passport means you can breeze into more than 190 countries. No stressful visa interviews, no endless paperwork, no waiting for approvals. Just pack your bag and go. So why is Singapore's passport so powerful? It's not just about geography or money. It's about how Singapore shows up on the world stage as a bridge between East and West, a champion of order and trust, and a country that proves you don't have to be big to make a huge impact. If you ever wondered what global power looks like, sometimes it fits right in your pocket.
Hey travelers, let's talk passport power. When we dream of jet-setting around the world, one tiny booklet can open or close a lot of doors. And in 2025, Japan's passport is ranked as the fourth most powerful in the world. But why? How did this little red book become a global VIP pass? Let's dive in. First up, decades of peaceful diplomacy. Japan has spent years building strong, positive relationships all over the globe. They don't just mind their own business. They actively work to keep the peace, avoid conflicts, and support international partnerships. This reputation makes other countries more willing to welcome Japanese travelers with open arms. Now, check this out. The visa overstay rate for Japanese citizens is incredibly low. When Japanese travelers visit countries, they rarely break the rules or overstay their welcome. That's a huge trust factor. It tells immigration officials, hey, we play by the rules, and that trust pays off, literally, in terms of visa-free access. Let's talk influence. Japan sits right in the heart of Asia Pacific, and that means strong ties with Southeast Asian neighbors, big players in Europe, and of course, North America. Whether it's high-tech innovation, cultural exports like anime and sushi, or international business, Japan's connections run deep. These relationships translate into real, tangible travel perks for Japanese passport holders. And here's another big one: security and trust. Japanese passports are packed with cutting-edge security features, making them tough to fake or misuse. Immigration officers worldwide know this. Plus, Japanese travelers are seen as low-risk, respectful, and reliable. That positive reputation opens borders, literally. So what does all this mean in real life? Japanese citizens can visit over 190 countries, either visa-free or with visa on arrival. That's almost anywhere you'd want to go, from the cobblestone streets of Europe to the sun-kissed islands of the Caribbean. But here's the kicker. Passport power isn't just about bragging rights. It's about freedom. The freedom to discover new cultures, chase new opportunities, and stay connected with friends and family around the globe. So next time you spot that crimson Japanese passport at the airport, remember, it's not just a travel document. It's a symbol of trust, respect, and decades of smart diplomacy. Which passport do you wish you had in your pocket? Let me know in the comments.
Hey guys, have you ever wondered what makes a passport powerful? I'm talking about that little booklet that can open doors, literally, to hundreds of countries. Well, in 2025, Italy has snagged the third spot on the world's most powerful passports list. Let's break down exactly why Italian passports are crushing it this year, and why you might want to consider getting one if you ever have the chance. First up, European Union privileges. Being part of the EU is like having a golden ticket. Italian passport holders don't just get to roam across 27 European countries without a visa. They also benefit from the EU's powerful diplomatic reach. If you're Italian, you can breeze through security in Paris, sip coffee in Vienna, and catch a train to Amsterdam, all without ever needing to fill out a single visa application. The EU's reputation for strong human rights and stable governance also means Italian travelers are rarely looked at with suspicion at foreign borders. But there's more. Italy is a master of cultural diplomacy. Think pizza, pasta, fashion, and Ferraris. Italian culture is beloved worldwide. This soft power opens doors in ways you might not expect. Countries are eager to welcome Italian tourists, students, and business people, making it easier for Italy to negotiate reciprocal visa-free travel deals. When you travel with an Italian passport, you're carrying a symbol of goodwill and cultural connection. Let's talk numbers for a second. With an Italian passport, you can travel visa-free or get a visa on arrival in more than 190 countries and territories. That's almost every corner of the globe. Think Japan, Australia, Canada, most of South America, and almost all of Africa. It's not just about quantity, it's about quality. Italian citizens often get longer stays, faster processing, and fewer travel headaches. Now, why else is Italy so well connected? Historical alliances. Italy has deep roots in Latin America because of centuries of migration. From Argentina to Brazil, having an Italian passport can sometimes even mean dual citizenship rights. Across Africa and the Mediterranean, old colonial ties and modern partnerships make travel smoother for Italians. These long-standing relationships translate into friendlier policies and special agreements that give Italian travelers the edge. Finally, Italy's global status as a top tourist destination actually works in reverse too. The country welcomes millions every year, so it's no surprise that Italy's tourism-friendly approach encourages other countries to offer Italians the same hospitality. It's a win-win for everyone who loves to explore. So, if you ever meet someone with an Italian passport, know they're holding one of the world's most powerful travel documents. It's not just a ticket to adventure, it's a symbol of history, diplomacy, and open borders. Safe travels, and maybe I'll see you on the road.
Hey everyone, it's time to talk about something every travel lover dreams of, passport power. In 2025, Germany holds the #2 spot on the world's most powerful passport ranking. So what makes the German passport such a golden ticket for globetrotters? Let's dive in. First off, let's talk numbers. Holders of a German passport can visit about 194 destinations without needing a pre-arranged visa. Yeah, you heard me right. 194, that's almost every country on the map. Imagine waking up and deciding, today, I'm flying to Tokyo. Tomorrow, maybe Brazil. No endless paperwork, no stressful embassy visits, just book and go. But why is Germany's passport so mighty? It's not just luck. Germany is a powerhouse in the European Union, which means its citizens enjoy free movement across all EU countries. That's already a huge chunk of the world unlocked. But Germany doesn't stop there. They've mastered the art of diplomacy with tons of bilateral visa-waiver agreements that make travel ridiculously easy for their citizens. It's kind of like having a VIP pass to the world's greatest destinations. Now let's talk about Germany's economic muscle. When your country has one of the strongest economies on the planet, doors start to open. Countries are eager to welcome German travelers because they're seen as responsible, trustworthy, and yes, likely to spend some money while they visit. That economic power gives Germany a seat at the table when negotiating even more travel freedoms. And let's not forget reputation. Germany is known for its stability, safety, and global influence. When you pull out a German passport at border control, you're greeted with trust and respect. That's something not every traveler gets to experience. So if you're dreaming of a passport that unlocks nearly the entire globe, Germany's is as close as you'll get in 2025. Unless you somehow snag the #1 spot. Whether it's the result of smart diplomacy, a booming economy, or just plain wanderlust, the German passport is a symbol of freedom and opportunity for travelers everywhere. Alright,
Let's talk about something we all dream of. Traveling the world hassle-free. The allure of exploring new cultures, tasting exotic cuisines, and witnessing breathtaking landscapes is a universal desire. Imagine being able to just pack your bags and go, spontaneously deciding to visit a far-off land without a second thought. No endless paperwork, no stressful embassy visits, no agonizing over visa applications that could potentially be rejected. Well, if you've got a French passport in 2025, that dream is basically your reality. It's a ticket to unparalleled freedom and ease of movement across the globe. Let's break it down. Why is France sitting right at the top of the global passport power rankings this year? What makes a passport powerful? And how does France consistently maintain its leading position? First, let's talk access. French citizens can enter more countries visa-free than almost anyone else on the planet. This incredible level of access simplifies travel planning and opens up a world of spontaneous adventures. Europe? No problem. The Americas? Welcome in. Most of Asia and Africa? Yep, just flash that passport. The vast majority of countries across these continents welcome French citizens with open arms, making exploration incredibly easy. In fact, holding a French passport is almost like holding an all-access pass to the world's best destinations. From the bustling streets of Tokyo to the serene beaches of Bali, the possibilities are virtually endless. But how did France pull this off? What are the key factors that contribute to this exceptional level of passport power? It all comes down to trust and relationships. France has some of the strongest diplomatic ties you'll find. These relationships are built on decades of cooperation, mutual respect, and shared values. It's a core member of the European Union and the Schengen Area. That means French citizens can move, work, and live across most of Europe without a second thought. This freedom of movement is a cornerstone of the European project and a significant advantage for French passport holders. And because France is known for stability, both politically and economically, other countries are happy to open their doors to French travelers. They are seen as reliable visitors who contribute to the local economy and respect the laws and customs of the host country. It's not just about politics, though. There's a real sense of security that comes with a French passport. It represents a commitment to the rule of law and a dedication to international cooperation. Global trust in France is high, and that means French travelers are seen as low-risk visitors. This perception translates into smoother immigration processes and a more welcoming experience at border control. For anyone who loves travel, that translates to less paperwork, fewer questions at the border, and way more freedom to explore. It's about spending less time dealing with administrative hurdles and more time immersing yourself in new cultures and experiences. Now compare this to passports from other countries. Some might get you into a handful of places, but you'll run into restrictions, maybe long visa processes or even outright bans. The disparity in travel freedom can be quite significant depending on your nationality. The French passport? It's a golden ticket, one that opens doors pretty much everywhere you want to go. It's a symbol of privilege and a gateway to a world of opportunities. So if you're French in 2025, congratulations! You're holding the most powerful passport in the world. Embrace the freedom and explore all that our planet has to offer. And for the rest of us, well, maybe it's time to brush up on our French, or perhaps consider the long-term benefits of seeking citizenship in a country with a powerful passport. That's it for today's Passport Power Ranking. If you found this interesting, drop a comment below. Where would you go if you had a passport that could take you anywhere? Let us know your dream destinations and travel aspirations. See you next time.